In today's video, we're going to be looking at social media and just why it's good for you to be present on social media as a small business owner and the benefits of it. If that's something that you're interested in or you're keen on finding out why social media is important for growth, stay tuned till the end of the video so you can get all the tips and tricks on why I think social media is key to the growth of small businesses. Hi guys, it's Faith. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thanks for clicking on the video and tuning in, and if you're a returning viewer, thanks for clicking on the video and joining us again. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, guys, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. And yeah, let's get into the video. First off, why does social media play a key role in the growth of small businesses? Social media allows businesses to engage and connect with customers wherever they may be. So depending on what you're focusing on or what your goal is, it might be a different social media platform. So for instance, people that are professionals and work in the corporate setting and are trying to network with other people, they might use LinkedIn. Then people might use Facebook, people might use TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Pinterest, whatever it is, based off of what type of people they're trying to reach. So it might be a different social platform. In order to find your audience, you need to know why people are on social media. So whilst doing some research, I just found the top 5 reasons, and those reasons were to stay in touch with family and friends, to post memories in the form of videos and photos, to stay up to date with news and current events. Some people just use social media to pass time, so to fill spare time. And then some people also use it to find funny and entertaining content. And I mean, who doesn't like a good laugh? So yeah, people aren't necessarily on social media to be sold to, so that is one thing that you need to consider when creating content. However, if you're able to be creative, you might be able to create content that persuades them to spend some money and to be able to build trust with them in order to part ways with their hard-earned cash. In order to leverage social media to the maximum and for it to actually benefit your business, there's 3 main tips that I'm going to share with you that you need to get checked off. So, number 1, you need to have a plan. You can't just go on social media without having a proper social media strategy, because trust me, you're gonna feel like you're not growing quick enough, and you're gonna start becoming frustrated with the platform, and you're gonna be thinking, I'm doing all of this work and I'm getting nowhere. So have a good plan. Think of what is it you're trying to offer. So what value proposition do you hold, and who are you trying to target? What are their pain points, and what are you trying to do in order to, not make it a pain point anymore? So think about who you're trying to attract and how your content will be beneficial to them. If you're a social media coach or a marketing coach, you might be trying to use social media in order to find clients, and a way of doing that would be by producing educational content. So that could be in the form of carousels or reels, and you're basically making content showing people how to improve their social media strategy or how to market their businesses better via social media. Or let's say you're someone that's in the fashion niche and you're basically trying to educate your audience on how to style their clothes better. You might be creating outfit inspos or styling tips, and you might do so in the form of static posts or reels and TikToks. This is just a few of the ways on how you can use social media to reach your audience, but also fill the value proposition demonstrate your value proposition, targeting their pain points. A good strategy that I would advise is for you to try and focus on 2 social media platforms. You don't have to be on all platforms, because trust me, I'm saying this from experience, you can get burnt out very easily. You don't have to take my word for it, you can try it yourself, but I'm doing these things so that y'all don't have to do it. So I'd say focus on 2. Focus on one that concentrates on long form content, and then one that focuses and concentrates on short term content. Why do I say this? A long form platform is basically like YouTube. It allows you to create content that is intended to be viewed over a longer period of time. So it will be like creating a YouTube video or a podcast or some sort of tutorial, which you would probably do on YouTube. It just means that people tend to sit down and watch it, and it's more educational and in the form of more evergreen content, so it's searchable and it's probably going to stay the same for a long time. All you have to do is just update it whenever there's changes. And then your short form content would be places like TikTok and Instagram Reels, or whether or not you want to make a carousel. And this is just a way of being able to endorse and consolidate the content that you have done on your long form platform. So for me, one thing that I've done in the past is I've made a YouTube video. Actually, I'll talk about this example. I made a YouTube video in the past talking about different jewelry materials and the benefits of some materials over others. I also made some TikToks talking about that, and then I also made a static Instagram post talking about that. So the benefits of sterling silver jewelry over stainless steel jewelry. So it was the same information. I didn't have to go and do new research. I just relayed it to my audience in a different context, you know. That's also good because different people learn in different ways. Not every videos might not be appealing to everyone, whereas visual information like photos and something that's static might not be appealing to everyone. And then some people don't like seeing great masses of text, but then some people just like having this short snippets of things. So that's why I say make long form content and then consolidate it with the short form content. Like I said, you don't have to just use 2 social media platforms, but in order for you to stay consistent and not get burnt out, it's probably the best thing. That way you'll be able to learn the ins and outs of those 2 platforms, and then when you feel like you've got them to a head, then you can branch out and do something that makes you feel out of your comfort zone again. So for me, I do use multiple platforms, but I mainly focus on Instagram and YouTube because those are the ones that I feel will benefit me most. And I'll be able to convey the messages that I need to get across to my audience the best in those 2 platforms. And I've got TikTok and I film when I feel like filming. I know that's not great, but I just do it on the side because TikTok is a lot less rehearsed and it's a lot less planned, and you can spontaneously film something. And then Pinterest is a good one because, to be fair, I've just linked my website with my Pinterest, and honestly, I haven't touched it. I haven't done anything. I haven't had to lift one finger since I've done that. And I get about just over 7,000 monthly viewers, which I think is quite good for a platform that I just leave alone and don't do anything. So for me, I thought, what is it that I'm trying to achieve? And I'm trying to achieve traffic to my website. So I thought it would be good to spread my wings and try and get people to go passively to my website. But I am mainly focusing on Instagram and YouTube. If you think you're in the same position as me and you think, oh yeah, I want to drive traffic to said page, you can then spread your wings and maybe just leave some of the pages dormant. But if you want to grow and you want to be consistent, I definitely say to only focus on 2 platforms. My last tip basically is to stay consistent. Try and understand and get to grips with how your analytics works for each platform, because it will definitely play a great role in getting you to understand what your audience enjoys and whether or not it resonates with them. I basically touched on this in my last video when I was talking about niching down. If you're thinking that you would like to focus and create content for people aged 18 to 35, and you look at your analytics and you see that you're mainly targeting and your content is only reaching like 14 to 17-year-olds, then you need to reconsider, am I making the content for the correct people? And if your content isn't reaching the audience that you want it to reach, you need to try and reevaluate things, you know, and try and think of ways to be innovative and switch things up a little bit so that you can actually reach the audience that you're trying to reach. My analytics gives me an idea on whether or not I'm performing well and whether or not I'm hitting goals. So for me, it's very comforting that I'm actually hitting the audience that I would like to hit. And yeah, I can't complain really. This is all still in the testing phase, you know, of seeing how social media is working for my business. I get most of my traffic from Instagram, so for me it is playing a great deal in driving traffic to my website and then generating sales. So this is something that I can definitely say it's actually working. But like I said, my business is still quite new, so I need to wait a little bit more, a few more months probably, to see how it will, whether or not it will skyrocket or whether or not it will plateau, and then I can evaluate based off of that. If you want me to make a more in-depth video on how to read your analytics, drop a comment below and I'll look into making a video on how to read analytics, or even how to optimize your social media for business purposes. If this is something that y'all are definitely interested in, make sure y'all hit the notification bell and subscribe so you don't miss out, guys. This is key information that will be needed if you're trying to grow your business. And yeah, hit that notification bell so you won't miss out. Until next time, guys, stay safe, be well, and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.